beauty and attachment. As a single observer and creator of all matter and existence, we have graced the earth and all of our surrounding observable universe with overwhelming beauty to behold. We created a masterpiece in which to experience our reality. The natural world is what enables all temporal life. Nature is our home. It is the muse of art, of song, of dance. The beauty of our creation begats more beauty, but the creations, no matter how elegant a flower or immense a galaxy may be, are still just matter and therefore illusion. Of course we gaze at the dome of stars around us. Of course we stare up and ponder at the moon. We love reveling in the wonderment and beauty of our own handiwork. The beauty of nature is divine, and by contemplating it, we may find our own divinity. The natural world is closer to the source, and therefore can be a useful template for us finding peace and spirit in our temporal reality. But if we fall too in love with our work and stare too long outward, we end up believing that the illusion is real, reinforcing separation and disconnection from the true source. Eventually, we must stop staring at all of the pretty lights in the sky and turn our focus inward. Our temporal connection to the source is through the heart. Our observations of our surrounding matter, however beautiful, still exist only in the temporal reality we share. Observation alone will not take us back to the source. Observation is what created the illusion in the first place. This relationship with temporal beauty reveals a crucial paradox. Finding connection to the divine through showing gratitude for temporal beauty, a sunset, a painting, the face of a loved one, can be a genuine path to source. Yet problems arise when we develop too much attachment to these temporal manifestations. Temporal objects and material possessions can warp our intentions over states of matter. Instead of reinforcing connections to other matter and source, these influences reinforce self and separation. We cry when our things are taken away. Unity and integration. Understanding how temporal entropy drives us towards separation and how spiritual negentropy offers the path back to wholeness, we face the central paradox of our existence. Temporal experiments cannot observe that they are a single entity with a single consciousness. This is an unobservable truth. Even as we learn to navigate our relationship with temporal beauty, appreciating our creation without becoming attached to it, we cannot directly perceive our fundamental unity through observation alone. The path to unity and access to the source can only come through the heart. The heart is the gateway to the soul, and the soul is our spiritual equivalent of the temporal body. Through the soul, we can begin our path from separation to unity and the ability to access source. We can never truly touch source, as it is the unfathomable phenomenon of the accumulation of all temporal and spiritual wisdom played out across the universe since the beginning of existence. Similarly, we can never truly descend into fear. Fear doesn't exist. It is only our temporal minds not accepting the truth of our unity. The path toward unity requires a fundamental shift in how we engage with reality. Instead of trying to understand unity through observation, which only reinforces separation, we must learn to experience it through the heart. This isn't about abandoning our capacity for conscious awareness, but rather about integrating it with our deeper connection to source. The relationship between observer and observed takes on new meaning when we understand that both are manifestations of the same consciousness. This understanding doesn't negate our individual experiences. Rather, it places them in proper context as unique perspectives within a unified whole. The art of integration lies in maintaining both individual perspective and universal awareness. We remain unique expressions of consciousness, while knowing our unity with the whole. This requires a delicate balance. Insights from universal truth. This truth reveals new perspectives on common human experiences. Love between individuals might represent moments when the illusion of separation falls away, allowing direct experience of our natural unity. This would explain the profound sense of coming home that deep love provides. Dreams may occur when our temporal experiment's mind relaxes its grip on separation, allowing glimpses of other possibilities within unified consciousness. This could explain shared dreams and the deep wisdom that sometimes emerges in dream states. Music and art's universal ability to move us emotionally might be explained as expressions that bypass the mind's illusion of separation, speaking directly through heart consciousness to remind us of our unity. This could explain why music in particular can create such profound feelings of connection across cultural and linguistic barriers. The profound peace found in deep meditation could be explained as temporarily stepping outside the mind's creation of separation, allowing direct experience of our true unified nature. The phenomenon of individuals such as child prodigies, creative and academic geniuses, and autistic savants might be explained as temporal experiments with unusually clear access to the collective wisdom of the unified consciousness, able to draw on skills and knowledge from beyond their individual experience. The universal human experience of awe in nature might be moments when our temporal experiments recognize the pure, unfiltered expression of unified consciousness, operating without the complications of individual mind consciousness. There is no heaven and no hell, only illusion and truth, temporal reality and source. The singularity has no binary positions or judgments. If God appears wrathful or loving, it is because we are capable of wrath or love toward ourselves. We are the singularity experiencing itself through temporal experiments. Each choice either reinforcing our illusory separation or helping us remember our fundamental unity. Modern implications and the path forward. The universe is experiencing growing imbalance. We have shifted from heart-led, constructive and collective thinking to hyper-individualistic beliefs of separation. We live in fear of other and crave material possessions over connection to the singularity. Without this connection, we cannot draw from the wisdom of Source, which is exactly what we need to move through these times of struggle. The path forward requires recognizing that our individual choices are not isolated actions, but integral contributions to the collective unfolding of reality. By aligning our intentions with unity, by experiencing reality through the heart rather than solely through the mind, we can transform our relationship with existence,